Welcome back to our journey through the world of LEGO Lord of the Rings. It's Bricknerd here, and throughout this retrospective, we will follow the journey of Frodo and the Fellowship on their quest to destroy the One Ring and free the lands of Middle-earth.
Our story picks up at the Watchtower of Amon Sul, where the camp of Frodo and company is interrupted by some unwelcome guests. This is set number 9472, Attack on Weathertop, and it depicts the encounter between the Hobbits and the Nazgul. This set includes 5 minifigures, of which all but 1 remain exclusive to this set. This is our second appearance of Frodo in this retrospective, and he's now dressed in his more familiar travelling attire. He comes with a short dark green cape, as well as his sword Sting and the One Ring. The short capes were originally developed for use in this line, and we get them in a handful of colours throughout the theme. Check out the alternate face on this figure, depicting his ghostly transformation after being stabbed by the Witch King's Morgul blade. Accompanying Frodo is Meriadoc Brandybuck, or Merry for short. Like Frodo, he's armed with a short sword and cape, this time in olive green. He has a nice level of detail on the torso, showing some of the finer lines on his clothes. And Merry interestingly remained exclusive to this set throughout the entire original run of this theme. Speaking of exclusive characters, we get 2 identical ring wraiths in this set. They each share the same torso, cape elements, and, well, everything, and they each come with the full-size sword element that was introduced for this theme. Coming to the Hobbit's rescue is none other than Aragorn, or Strider as he's currently known to our heroes. He's decorated from head to toe with printing that includes the Even Star necklace. I'm not sure, however, about the colour match to the skin tone on the chest. It's a little bit darker here than I would have liked, but he comes equipped with a sword as well as a torch to repel the attackers. The standout aspect of this set from a design perspective is the fact that it is fully enclosed around all sides. Now, it looks properly finished from any angle, and that is not a design standard that LEGO holds themselves to frequently. On the outside, we see a small fire where Merry has decided to cook some sausages for a late night snack. This alerts the ringwraiths and forces our hobbits into a standoff on the top of the tower. This is a perfect inclusion of the stair system, which leads into a nice open area, perfect for displaying figures. This area is detailed with some statues and some archways depicting the remains of the old tower, and I'm just now thinking that make for an interesting video, perhaps rebuild as much of that tower as possible. The set can be opened up as well for access to the interior, and minifigs can get inside through this doorway on the back. Inside, you'll find some additional weapons and some extra torches. The gunmetal grey short sword found here actually appears only one other time with the Series 5 Gladiator, so it's a great inclusion here, and it's perfect to replace Sting with if you want to give Frodo a scene-accurate weapon. Strangely, there are 2 flick-fire missiles integrated into the side of the build, and I'm not entirely sure what these are intended to represent, but you can fire them off if you like. Additionally, this space can be accessed perhaps less delicately through a trapdoor on the roof, and once you're in there, be careful to watch out for the rats lurking down below. So there is a small side build that's supposed to be included in this set. Unfortunately, the copy that I got used didn't include it, so I can't show it off to you, but it's just a small piece of the marshlands surrounding Weathertop, and it's pretty much a throwaway build for the most part. But much nicer inclusions in this set actually are these 2 horses for the ring wraiths. They each have saddles and the bricks to fill in the horse. Obviously, we saw this horse first in Gandalf Arrives set, and so in the same way we get it in a different colour with beautiful printing along the head as well. For rare parts included in this set, this 6x6 dark green corner plate is set exclusive, which is interesting. However, more interesting is the tan bush included on the side build, which again, unfortunately, I'm missing, but this bush element comes from a long line of specialty LEGO botanical elements, which are slightly less LEGO-like, whatever that means, than your standard elements. This bush originated in 1993 with set 6319 Trees and Fences, which also heralded the introduction of the 3 classic trees into the LEGO system. This bush would go on to have a long life in the Aquazone and Western themes before becoming more and more rare into the 2000s. The tan colour first appeared in the Desert Attack set from 2010 and was most recently seen in Hydra Fortress Smash from 2015. In recent years, sets like Jokerland, Mystic Witch and Rocket Mech Armor have given this piece use outside of being a bush, following a trend of more creative part usage within contemporary sets. So this was the only set from the 2012 wave of Lord of the Rings sets that I wasn't able to get on its initial launch, so I have huge nostalgia for wanting this set, looking up prices on eBay, and it was buying this set a couple years ago that got me into completing the rest of my Lord of the Rings and Hobbit collection. So I got this for about $80 used. Again, that was just before the massive skyrocketing in price. And obviously it was used, it was missing bits, but I'm just so happy with this set. I love just how complete it feels with the enclosed structure. You've got all the figures you need, got the horses, and it just feels like a great set. I'd recommend this for anyone who is looking to get into the Lord of the Rings line. This is a really hopefully not too unattainable starting point, and it's obviously very iconic scene, so this is like a must-have for any Lord of the Rings collector, in my opinion. So this set retailed for $59.99 back in 2012, which, as I remember, it seemed like a lot of money for only 430 pieces. However, as I'll reiterate in every video in this retrospective, Lord of the Rings sets are so expensive now, and so the current aftermarket prices make $60 look like a bargain. Currently on the used end, it'll be about $150, $175, and then new copies are $250 plus. But if you think this is as good as it gets, just wait until we get to tackle some of the more fantastic sets that you've been seeing on these shelves behind me. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Lord of the Rings retrospective, and I hope you'll join me next time as we follow Frodo to Rivendell for the Council of Elrond. If you enjoyed the video, please like and make sure to subscribe for more Lord of the Rings content.